Bonjour, Charlotte Nyongo avec l'émission Portail culturel sur Altal TV. Je suis ici pour vous parler de l'événement qui s'est passé avec le Muséum des Arts des Femmes ici à Edmonton, Alberta. Alors l'événement, le thème principal de l'événement, c'est point de suspension. Et les membres de ce muséum, c'est Daniela et Marilina. Alors, elles ont invité une artiste très spéciale dont le nom est Marilyn Gibson qui a présenté ses pièces à l'événement et c'était vraiment très beau parce que la dame, elle parle du corps de la femme, elle parle de l'histoire de la femme, mais elle dit qu'elle a laissé un point de suspension parce que elle est une femme et il y a d'autres femmes qui ont des histoires à raconter. Alors, nous allons écouter Danielle et Marilina nous parler de l'ouverture de l'événement.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Danielle Labrie, je suis la présidente du Musée d'art de la femme du Canada. C'est un musée qu'on a essayé de mettre sur pied, ça fait 10 ans qu'on travaille dessus et ça fait au-dessus d'1 an et demi qu'on est ici à la Cité francophone dans les bureaux du RAFA, du regroupement artistique de l'Alberta, francophone de l'Alberta, et dans un tout petit espace qui est à peu près 8,7 mètres carrés. Mais dans cet espace, on a les archives du musée, on a des ressources et aussi on fait des toutes petites expositions des œuvres de femmes du pays. On vient juste d'avoir un vernissage des œuvres de Marilyn Nielsen Grabinski qui s'appelle Point de suspension. On a 21 petites œuvres des médias mix.
Hello, my name is Marlena Wyman, and I'm the Secretary and the Archivist for the Women's Art Museum Society of Canada. And one of the things that we try to do at the museum is to promote Canadian women artists and build awareness about Canadian women artists, especially the disparity in exhibition of women artists as compared to exhibition of male artists across Canada. Right now, it's maybe 25-30% of women who are represented in most of our art institutions across the country, and we'd like to make sure that that becomes more equal. And another part of what we do here is have exhibits by women artists in our gallery at the museum in La Cité Francophone. And the person who we have here right now is works by Marilyn Nielsen Grabinski. And these are the works that are behind us. And we are a very small museum at present, hope to become larger. We actually hope that we're the smallest museum. It's sad to be the second smallest, but we do represent women artists, and we are just hoping to get the word out there.
Ça fait un grand plaisir d'introduire Marilyn Gibson qui parle de ses œuvres d'art à l'événement.
Hello, my name is Marilyn Nielsen Grabinski. I have a Master of Fine Arts in Painting and Drawing. I work in Edmonton, Alberta, and I currently have an exhibition on at the Women's Art Museum. The work that I have here is from a large series of works based on a poem that I wrote about the experience of living in a female body. Within that poem, I put ellipses, the 3 dots that indicate that the author has left something out either because it didn't match with their intention or it wasn't important to their intention. I put the ellipsis in because I am only one woman. The exhibition Ellipses is based on a poem that I wrote about how men cannot really explain a woman's experience because, of course, they haven't experienced it. When I wrote the poem, I wrote it from my own experience and how I was feeling at the time. But I also put in ellipses, which are the 3 dots that indicate that the author has left something out because it didn't fit in with their intent. However, the reason I put the ellipsis in is because I am only one woman talking about my experience. And there are so many women out there who have their own stories to tell, who are so different from me. We are the same in one way, but very different in many other ways. Our experiences, our culture may be different. So the point of Ellipsis and the drawings in Ellipsis is to say that I'm a feminist, but I'm only one woman among many who need to tell their stories. Because our stories haven't been told in history. Throughout history, the stories that have mostly been told have been about men and their experiences. And now it's time that we share our experiences with the world and with our fellow women, just so that we understand each other and people can try to understand us. Today at the Women's Art Museum, we had an opening, and I did a little presentation talking about how my previous work had led to the point where I was working on Ellipsis. And when an artist makes work, they are basically talking about everything that has led up to that point in time. So an artist's work evolves, changes constantly based on where they are in their lives and what their experience has been. And I've been a feminist my whole life, but I've not really been active about it or vocal about it until now. I've done research in the past, and I'm doing more contemporary research right now on feminism and contemporary feminist issues. And I'm finding that there is so much that needs to be considered within the realm of feminism and what we are trying to do. We are trying to work for equal rights for women, but it's much more complex than that. One of the things that I deal with is the body, the female body, and how our experience has changed because we live in a female body. And Ellipsis is very much about that. I'm basically an abstract artist, so it's quite interesting doing work that I believe has content in it as well. So when I did these small drawings, I actually did first the word fragments from the poem. So it's not the whole poem on one piece of paper, but it's the poem over several pieces of paper. And then I drew these ellipses to go with the poem at the end of sentences to indicate that other women have their own stories. And it's basically the 3 dots, which an ellipsis is, indicating that there's something else behind what I do.
Alors, merci à toutes et à tous de nous avoir suivis sur Portail culturel. Mon nom est Charlotte Nyungu de Atal TV.